Hi guys, how are you? Yeah, today is a sad day. It's not a very good day, and it's also a good day because I have my first live person, and I have a guest, as I told you, and I'll be waiting for guys to join in the call. Yeah, I'll be waiting for guys to join in. So we have a guest. Yeah, I will tell you about it. I'm waiting for guys to join in. Thank you guys. Just a minute. Yeah. So welcome back. Welcome. Yeah, how was your weekend, guys? I hope your weekend was nice. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you. We are here. I can see people have joined in. I won't even go all about so much, and thank you for everyone who is taking this time for this. So today we have a show with 3 segments. One, for the first 30 minutes, I want to talk about Saba Saba and the happenings of today. And I'm not happy. Today was not a good day, especially in my county. It was not a very nice day. And we had so many bad situations that have happened that I'm like, I have a bad taste in my mouth. And guys, when I say it's a bad taste, it's really a bad taste. And it's because of what has happened. Because first of all, in the morning in Kagio, my grandfather's house, not my direct grandfather, but a grandfather of mine. Tutamuita a brother-in-law to my shosh, but ni grandfather. Nyumba yake ilivamiwa. Not for his business, but sasa there is a business that iko hapo, nyumba yake ikavamiwa, and the guy who rents there, everything, like a huge investment. We are talking, he has a club, club kubwa. So he had 15 televisions, TVs, these 50, 60, 80, 65 inch, 75 inches, 15 units. Alafu stock yote, you can imagine, stock ya pombe, crates, viti. There was also soda, basically the whole stock. Then there is the damage on the building itself, and the damage even to the kitchen. There is so much damage, and that alone ilinipatia bad taste of today's maandamano. And then as the day continued, even I have a video I will show you guys right now of some guys wakivamia a unit hapo, inaitwaje hapo Kagio, a supermarket. It was on Citizen Digital. I hope I shall find it here. And you can imagine the strain, like a whole supermarket. Let me just show you guys what I mean. And you shall see that it was not a good day. So it was something not, it was a bad experience. I want to show you what guys have been doing in Kirinyaga. They have kulikuwa na damages in Kagio town, Mwea, very damages. And if you see damage in a big shop, know that before they get to that big shop, there are so many people here huku chini wamekapitia. There are so many people in the huku chini wamekapitia. So it's not that it's just the it's just the nini. It's oh shit. Sorry guys. My setup I've just decided to ruin myself here. Sorry for that. Kamera yangu. Yeah, so as I was saying, sorry for that. It's my camera, sijui tripod imefanya nini. Sorry, I can see. Sorry for that. It's my camera imeamua kuniangusha. Give me a minute, I set it up again. Wow, I guess hata yenyewe imekuwa frustrated. Sorry. What is happening? Can you see me? Can you guys see me? Najua kamera imeanguka tu. There it is. Yeah, there. Sorry for that. Yeah, my webcam imeanguka tu. Yeah, nimeshikwa na kagam fulani hapo the tripod. So maybe kapata kashida. So as I was saying, there were some things that have happened. Kutus, some guys, I don't know where wamefika. Some guys were trying to kuvamia Joy Miras in the name that the company belongs to Ruto. But before they get to Joy Miras, you know the damage that they have done in the small shops in town and small working spaces. Kagio wamevamia whole supermarket. A whole supermarket. I wanted to show you that video of the supermarket of what has happened, and it's not something that ati unaiona una feel poa. It's something that inakuwa par it's just inakupatia matembaya, literally inakupatia tu matembaya, yeah, for the day, and let me show you guys what I mean. I'm trying to look at those photos here. Yeah, thank you for those who are joining. And thank you, and sorry for that small inconvenience of the of this. So I wanted to show you what has happened in Kagio. Hiyo video ni kama imepotea. Okay, nimeipata. Here it is. Can you imagine the town? This is a town where people wameenda wakavamia a whole shop, like literally wameenda wakavamia shop, a whole supermarket on the back door, and before this walikuwa wameenda wakavamia hiyo shop, hiyo club yenye nawashow iko kwa proti of a relative. And this is bad. Look at the behaviors. Now look at this woman here stealing from this guy because amemwona kitu yenye amekujia, so mwizi anaibia mwizi. Like, you see some weird things are happening. Look at the damage. I just want you to look at the damage. Yeah. That's what I wanted to share with you guys, and I was quite disappointed by that, because how can you say that we won't change? How can we be claiming we won't change, whereas we are just behaving like the leaders we want to do away with? How can we claim that tunataka mambo ibadilike, whereas You know, our leaders are basically a reflection of who we are. Kama watu tukipata tu just a small opportunity to take advantage of others, they are literally wanavamia place, wanavamia biashara ya mtu. Like your club, you know, I know the owner of that club, and sorry for this. I rarely see people who work hard like that guy. You can imagine 15 TV units because it's a big club, stock mzima, damages za kitchen za nyumba, and we are here claiming that we want our leaders to change areas. Si wenyewe hata tujiangalie. Even before we tubadilishane na akina Ruto, why can't we even change ourselves? You have seen that video where ati mtu ametoka supermarket ameiba, mwingine anaona Kenya ako nayo. Okay, I'm just saying they are both thieves, so they are both in the wrong. But yeye hataki kuenda pale kuchukua kama huyu mwingine. She wants the easy way out. Hiyo yenye iko na huyu ndo anataka. What kind of attitude or of hata sielewi is that? Can you guys try to understand that? Ama ni mimi tu niko na zangu? Or am I the only one with my own my own nini? Yeah. So we have a good show. There is the Winnie. Can we do the show?
Is actually Willie. You know, I know you as Miano.
I'm Willie. Acha nisiongee sana because na nisikuweke sana.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, let me add you to the show. So guys, Winnie is the patron, the host of these beautiful units here. Let me show you the units here. And last week we talked. Let me okay. Before I talk to you, Winnie, let me just read a comment here about what I was speaking about the maandamano on the Sabasaba day. So there is someone who has commented, these people think the owner of that supermarket is rich and can afford to lose his stock. Kama wako na courage ya kurut hivi, watumie hiyo courage kuoccupy State House. Have you come back to this topic? It's just that our guest of the day, these are our first guests of the race sessions. Ako ready na hakuna haja tumweke sana, and she is the owner of these units, guys. She has a very, let me show you guys what she has. Her units zinaitwa, yeah, just a minute. Yeah, she is the owner of these units, and you can see nilikuwa nimeshare nikasema I will be looking for guests, and I'm lucky that she even agreed to be interviewed for today. Yeah, so her units are called Kwetu Homes, and they are just somewhere here in Sagana, and they are very nice homes. Ni nyumba mzuri sana. And by the way, if you have anything you can ask, kuna watu nilikuwa nimepost on X and on the community tab, and I told people if you have any questions that you want me to ask Winnie, you can you can ask. Someone here called Mr. Wet says that radio is beautiful.
Thank
you. Yeah, so thank you. Amesema thank you. Hata umesikikana Winnie, yeah? So she has beautiful units, and they are Airbnb. So Winnie, just tell something us about yourself, and maybe just tell us something about yourself, and then we can continue with this, Nini.
So thank you, Miano, for this opportunity, for giving me that opportunity. I know you've been pushing it a lot, but I'm glad that it is finally happening today.
Thank you.
Your team, your subscribers, and everyone here, thank you for coming in for Miano. We actually appreciate everyone who does this for us because it's a lot of effort, it's a lot of work. It's not as you see it on the, there's much going on the background. So we appreciate everyone. So my name is Winfred. My official name is Winfred, but people call me Winnie. So I think I would like to take it back a little bit. Miano, the father and my neighbor, think they are cousins. So I know more of Miano's uncle because he's my immediate neighbor. If you look at those cottages behind, that's the uncle's
shamba.
place.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, yeye ni neighbor yangu. By the way, hata sikuwa najua ziko hapo. The moment niliziona nikasema, wow, someone I know. And thank you. Hata I did a video, but that time I was nilikuwa kurutu shooting videos on YouTube. So sikuweza kupatia the best outcome, which we can redo that. So last week I did a video on BNB business and how people, and I gave factors why BNB is successful or not successful, in what makes a successful Airbnb business. And nikasema that you have to create a wow factor. And just by the look of that first frame of your BNB, especially hii yenye nimeweka hapa kwa screen, these are houses that they look nice, and even one of the people watching amesema CS Adventures, beautiful units. I'm from Sagana and didn't know such beauties in our village town. Yeah. Yes, these are in Sagana, just 3 kilometers from Magunas, or less, 3 or less kilometers. They are 3 or less kilometers.
It's actually and they are
4.
3 and 1 from the highway.
Oh, 1, okay, 3 on the highway, 1 on the okay. Simbali, yes, Simbali, and the road network ni mzuri, ni rami, just about 200 meters na maram, and so the units as they are beautiful, and they have wow factors. And so there are people and watu wanasema they look unique. So Winnie, I would like to know why, or what was the inspiration? Or I know, okay, Winnie told me that she's not the one who designed, or just give us a background of the units, at least what the background there.
So my profession is hotel industry. I've worked in the hotel industry for quite a long time. And my future, the one I could see is I really wanted to have a hotel setting where I'm the one running it and where I'm not like the employee, I'm the employer. So if you look at my background, now you can see I don't know what they call it. If you look at my photo where I am now, you can see the photo behind me. This was the initial plan. They call it the blueprint, but now the model. That was the blueprint. I did it in 2011, and I used to call it the Psych Gardens. It was my dream was to call it the Psych Gardens because I wanted it to, when someone comes, you feel psyched up, to go another week after you come and relax and everything. So the initial name was the Psych Gardens. So I had the idea, but I didn't have the finances. So again, we also I didn't know where exactly to do it, but my dream was that farm. That's our farm. Like that's where I grew up. That's our home. So when our parents passed on, we being girls, we felt like the house was wasting because girls marry out. We don't have a plan. So the farm was just there. That's where I grew up. That house. So me being the hotelier person, I gave the idea to my sisters and it became very interesting ideas. So we needed to put the finances together and see what we can come up. And that's how everything was born. But now not as the Psych, but now as Kwetu Home, because it's our home.
Oh, Kwetu Witomushie, Kwetu Home, our home, That's where the name comes, Kwetu Home. Now it makes sense. So, guys, I can see people asking for interior photos. So I will be sharing as we speak. So, and what about the design? Because those designs are very unique. What about, they were part of the blueprint?
So as I said, we are sisters, and every
Yeah,
sister
okay.
has a role in this project. I would call it a
Okay.
project because we still having it. We have a future with it. So I'd call
Okay.
it a project as in this section right now. So my main
Okay.
role is to market. I'm the hotelier person there. So I
Okay.
have my younger sister whose her role is into design, constructions, everything backstage. So I'm the one who
Okay.
brings everything the front stage.
Okay. Okay.
So for that, maybe at some point, maybe not today because she's not available, she's the one who will be able to answer you all those questions in terms of constructions, the
Okay.
design, why she came up with it, because that's her profession.
So as you said, you have, I know the praise. So the praise has the main house, which is the
Yes,
big house, and then
it's a
now this is the cottage.
house.
The photo on the nini is inside one of the cottages. Yeah.
Yes, there are two.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. Someone said the comment is inakuficha. Ooh, sorry. Watu wanataka kukuona.
Yeah, umeniweka hapo kwa pesa, so weka jina yangu hapo.
Yeah,
Yeah, now,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry. My bad. Here ni kwangu. Yeah. So this is how the unit looks like, guys. And this is one of the cottages. So it's a 3-bedroom home, the initial home, and then now you have the extra cottages. This is what you added on top of your home, if I'm not
yes.
wrong.
Yes, this
Okay.
was not there when you were growing up. This is now the daughters. I'd call it the daughters' effort. The three
Oh,
bedroom was my parents' effort because that's what they
okay.
left.
And then you pimped it. By the way, it has that rustic finish, and
Yes,
yeah. And then when you go to the cottages, they have this
modern
very modern outlook. Yeah.
and
And
stylish.
who did the styling?
My sister, she's into interior and interior
Oh,
designs, exterior and
okay,
interior designs. She actually runs a furniture company called Furniture Zoo. So for
okay.
all your designs, for all your projects that you need a house done and everything, please reach out to her. If Miano can put up her website and people can see her work.
What's
She's
what's
she's
uh,
the one
what's the
who
name?
did that.
Tutaiweka at the end. Just text me the name. Text me
Furniture
the name.
Zoo. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Furniture Zoom. Okay. This is awesome. This
And
part of the
the
okay.
house, she's the one who did the design. That is not how it was when growing up. I wish I
Mm-hmm.
had the photo of before and now
Okay.
how it looks.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it looks nice. I like the lamps, the old lamps as decorative. Naona birika. I can see so many things
That
there.
Erika used to serve as chai
Oh,
when
when
I
you are
was
young,
a
yeah.
child. Yes,
Oh,
everything
that's
there is what we
nice.
used when we were literally growing up. We
Oh,
didn't
that's
throw
awesome.
everything out.
Oh, that's awesome. That's very awesome. So, the house looks nice. So how is Airbnb business? Because me naongea biashara ya Airbnb iko aje? As we are marketing Airbnb, can you share? Because you have how long have you done it
From
now?
2016, but Kwetu Home is the baby for COVID because we started
Oh,
in
2020.
2018 August. Then
Building
2020
it.
happened.
Okay, that's nice. So you have been in the Airbnb business from 2016,
Yes.
meaning you have other units.
Yes, I have other units near the airport, near
Okay,
the SGR. It's called Cozy Rooms JKIA and Hirwado Homes. Those are
okay,
3-bedroom apartments. I started with Cozy Rooms JKIA in 2016, but the setup was different
okay,
because back days it made sense when the initial Airbnb, the Airbnb plan was to
okay,
have people in your house. You stay
okay.
with the people in your house. Like if you have a 2-bedroom, you are in one bedroom and the other guests are in the other bedroom. You share
Yeah,
the sitting room, you share the kitchen. That was the initial plan of Airbnb.
yeah.
Later on, people after COVID, now people started feeling weird because you don't know
Yeah,
whether the person has COVID or not. So it now
yeah.
started growing out as an entire house option.
Okay. So you
So
have
I
said you
started
have cozy homes. They are cozy homes.
Hirwado Homes
Yeah.
and Kwetu Home and then Rech House.
Or Lech House ni hapa Sagana town.
Yes. it also has a story behind.
I like, by the way, hiyo ulikuwa umeniguzia when we were discussing about this discussion, ulikuwa umeniguzia that it was ni kaproti kako hapo.
Yeah, ilikuwa kaploti kabuda. Back in 1989.
Yeah, Wretch House. And guys, let me show you what Wretch House looks like today and what these ladies have done. You can continue.
Photo, so I'm sharing. If you check your WhatsApp, I've shared the one for Kwetu Home before and now. So I look for the one for Kwetu Home. I'm not sure if I still have the one for Ranch House. So I was saying, the initial purpose of Airbnb is sharing your home. So that's how I started it with Cozy Homes. Cozy Homes is a 3-bedroom house. Na nikianza nilikuwa nachukua nyumba moja na hizo nyumba nyingine mbili napea wageni. It was really nice. I liked it because I get to engage with a lot of foreigners, a lot of guests. And counting up to 2020, you can imagine how many nationalities they had hosted. And counting. Like 92 nationalities were in my house at some point.
92?
Yes. And in total, we
nice.
have, I think, 146 nationalities or nations. So I had done like at Cozy Rooms, JKI.
So biashara ya Airbnb in short kwako hiyo ndo busy because now you know I really find people do.
That's my life. Like it's not my hustle. Sika side hustle, diko full hustle.
Na si tupatie siri basi because tulikuwa tunapiga hesabu jana even there is a video posted yesterday where we were discussing the maths behind the Airbnb. Tunaona there is the cost of renting the house, and then the cost of maintaining the house, and then ukipiga hesabu rent za Nairobi and the amount of money you are getting plus the expenditure, unless you are hitting 50%, that is 15, especially tulikuwa tunapiga hesabu na Kilimani Kileleshwa, unless you are hitting 15%, that is half the month hauko kwa busy. So how is that on your side? Ama what are the figures? Don't give us the exact figures, but if you can, we won't mind. Just how is it kibiashara iko aje as a pro in that?
So I think if you want it to be a full, you have to be having more than one. Otherwise, with only one and you're paying rent out of it, it won't give you the income that you desire. But with more than one and making sure one of the one is not under rental, like you are not the one paying rent, you are the owner. That way you cut your expenses into a 50%. Because if you realize if you are the tenant and you're having an Airbnb, 50% of your income goes to the landlord. So meaning the income you're working with is 50% of your profit, which again, it's not very, very making sense because out of that, you've not done the recurring expenses. You have the water bills, you have the electricity, you have the housekeepers, we have the items that you buy to sustain, like soaps, the sugars and all that. You've not paid even the Wi-Fi, you know? So if you have only one unit, it won't make the months. The months won't do the math. But if you have more than two, the math will start mathing. So I think that's the secret. And the other one is take it as your business, like your full business, market it. Protect it in terms of what is your customer care like? What is your, how extra are you going?
By the on the marketing part, anyone when you're on YouTube, ukiangalia hapo kwa description, I've left the link of the units, the Kwetu Homes in Sagana. So you can check that link there. Yeah. So continue. I just wanted to mention that.
So the marketing part of it is very important. And don't just market. Now, when they get to your property, what are you doing to for you to be given a 5-star review? Because 5-star review doesn't come automatic. It's your effort that gives you the 5-star. So I think those are the two key points. And I would call it not really a secret, but they're out there.
Yeah.
Nimepata customers and all that.
Nimepata lech house This is
Yeah.
the house unaniambia kalikuwa kaploti kamzee hapa
Yeah.
Sagana mkakatengeneza. It's part of the now portfolio of Airbnb you have, yeah?
Yes. So this one is for every other, we have those people. Sometimes you are stranded, hauna kakitu, it's more of a sleep and go, but a very clean, secure, and
Yeah,
Airbnb touch. Because what I do
yeah,
is, if you're only one person, you
yeah,
don't get the other rooms shared. I take
yeah.
one booking per night.
Oh, you don't mix, like you don't book like ukiwa na watu tano separate, you just si kama mkahawa ni
No, see,
one,
one booking at a time.
even Kwetu homes it's one booking at a time.
Yeah, even Kwetu home. But now,
Wow.
of late, we are trying to do 2 bookings per night,
Okay.
which is either the cottage side or the house side.
Oh, so yeah.
You
That's
either
it
take
now
the
that,
house side or the
yeah,
cottage
okay.
side because there's a
Yeah, that
little
makes sense.
privacy.
Yeah, on the cottages there is a little privacy. So what is the story with Rech House?
This was my dad's business, I would call it unit, because before it
Mm-hmm.
used to have salon, a barber shop, and
Mm-hmm.
people would pay my dad rent. All these were like spaces for saloons,
Mm-hmm.
kinyozi, tailor, and all
Mm-hmm.
that. And then nikaona tunabishana na tenant, pesa kidogo na bado tunasumbuana. So I thought, let me just renovate it and make it whatever, an Airbnb. And that's how it came. The ranch house, my dad gave it is just basically our names. W is for Winfred, R
Mm-hmm.
is for Roosevelt, C for Carol. There's
Mm-hmm.
Emily, who is our interior person, and then there's
Okay. Also,
Hilda.
you have 5 ladies, You have five
Yes,
ladies. Hamna
yes.
kijana?
Hatuna kijana, si to adapt.
So basically these units ziko Sagana, acha hizo za Nairobi, it's
Mhm.
it's like mlitafutia a way to repurpose your dad's units, yeah? If I'm not
Yes,
wrong. Yeah,
yes.
na by the guys nimetumia hizo picha za the old house, they don't look very nice, na mmejaribu sana for what you've done up to now. You ladies have done a nice job. Let me
Look
share
a
them
good
here also.
effort here. We
Eh?
actually look at it and we are like, what? Tumetoka
Yeah,
mbali. You
ndio
can see
hiyo
that
umeiona.
that's how it used to look. Actually, that extension,
Yeah.
the windows on that front part,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't exist. It was open. Tulikuwa
Wow.
tunakaa hapo tukichungulia dada akitoka. He was a headmaster,
Yeah.
so tulikuwa tuna hang hapo kwenye dirisha ziko tukisema
Okay.
daddy, 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 daddy. Yeah.
So that's how it looks before Muichukue, and then
Yes.
now let me send them back to how it is today. And I have it here. Kidogo tu. To have it here. Just a minute.
So I think I would also like to give an idea to someone whose their shago is wasting.
Yeah.
Jaribu farming haijakuletea kakitu. This is a set, like I would call it stress free income.
That's how it is. That's how unaona venye mmeitengeneza. That's the
Mm.
main house right now. I'm gonna try to look where you see how it looks like today. Yeah, this is a
Mm.
good job. And then I know nini, at least now the house itself, this is where now I say wow factor. The house itself as it is, sidhani, I know it's built well and it has all the facilities, but I don't think that ingeacho peke yake ingevutia watu kukuja.
Of
Eh?
course, no.
So the units easy the units themselves, the other units venye mlizijenga, those are the wow factors that you have, the cottages,
Yes.
and they are very beautiful. So by the way, they are very beautiful. Hizo ni supu sana. Guys, kuna mtu ameuliza, are these container homes? They look very nice. Sainrav says, are these container homes? They look very nice. So Sainrav, nope, these are not container homes. Winnie can tell us what kind of houses they are.
uh, Again, I said I'm not the one in charge of construction. My sister
Mhm.
Emily is the one. But what I know
Mhm.
is we didn't use any stones on those buildings.
Okay.
So most of it is steel, and then in between we've put, what do you call it?
Concrete.
Concrete. Yes.
Yeah.
And then we
So
shape it like that. So hakuna mawe
okay.
hapo.
So in short, this is they are called RC walls, eh? So that's why they look like that. So ni kama ile slab mnaekanga juu. It's like the slab you put on top of a house. It's the same thing that's on the walls, and that's why you can have the oval shape on the top or the small sided shape on this other house here. Yeah. What's up? I think my camera today is going to show me stuff. It's just, guys, today my camera wants to disappoint me. Sorry for that. So yeah. Yeah, so these are not container homes. They are concrete and they are very nice. For those who are asking whether they are container homes, so they are not container homes. Yeah. Any other question from these guys? Akona pictures za interior. I think I've been showing you the interior photos of how they look from. And how many activities do you offer in the units?
We
I can
have
see
board
archery.
games, archery, and then we have badminton,
Okay.
and then we have ping pong, jenga. Yeah. Sorry, give me 1 minute. My daughter. Miano, 1 minute, I'll be right back.
Okay. No problem, no problem, no problem. So guys, you can continue asking me questions. I will, yeah. So as you can see, this is Kwetu Homes. Today, I have some issues with my my camera. By the way, my webcam seems to be falling every now and then. It has fallen in. Oh, the directions to the place. So when you are in, okay, Winnie is back. Winnie is back. So
I
for
think
those,
you've covered my face. Ah, good.
yeah. So that for people who are looking for the directions, the place is utoke from Magunas on your way to Karatina, utapata the first junction pale ya lami inaitwa Karema, si ndio?
Yes, Karema bus stop.
And then from there you go to Karema town, but sasa ukiwa ziko tu hiyo area, ziko hapo Karema. Yeah, they are in Karema. Yeah, that's so. But I think I can leave you a number. Yeah.
Yes, but I think I also need to highlight something.
Okay.
We don't allow random visits. Like you can't just pop at the gate and you expect us to open for you. That one will not happen. You either call us a day before, and then we tell you whether you can come or not. The reason why, first of all, that's our home. So we don't allow anyone just to come. The other reason is there could be a guest already.
Yeah.
So they would feel not very private, they will not feel very well given the privacy they need. People are coming in to view when they are there.
Yeah.
So we don't allow those random coming in. So you have to either call 2 days in advance, you say which date you want to come, we book that section for you to come and see, and make sure you give us your ID, the photo, the back and the front. We want to see who is coming in our home. It's not a hotel, it's our home. So that's the policies that I think people miss out a lot. And they take us, they say we are not what we are, but we are what we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another question, I can see there are tents here in Kwetu. When you produce the photos of Kwetu, I can see there are tents there. So what about the tents, and how many people capacity-wise, full capacity, can you hold on Kwetu? Because I can see the cottages, the total. Yeah.
We only have two tents for now, meaning as you can see, it's a 5x6 tent.
Okay.
So it can take 2 people inside. But unfortunately they have to share because it doesn't have the option of separate inside. So it's two people inside at the cost of 3,700. So you can either take the option of the tents or you can take the option of the house, or you can take the option of the cottage, or you can be a group of 18 and have the entire place.
So it can get to 18 people. The whole premise can hold 18 people full capacity.
If they are sharing.
Or if they are sharing.
Yeah, if
Because
they are
you
not
have
sharing, yeah.
Okay. Continue.
So if they are not sharing, let's say that tent sleeps one person, there are two tents, there are two cottages, those are two, those are four, and the
Yeah.
house has a 3-bedroom. So that will be 9 people if they are not sharing. But
Okay,
if they are sharing, that we can multiply by 2 would be 18.
So guys, anyone with an extra question, and please umenitumia majina ya hizo zingine?
Oh, let me send.
Yeah, send me. I think talking to someone who is doing something, and the fact that your idea, especially for Kwetu homes and Rech House, it's to the purpose and to find better ways to make money from let's call them dead investments, or zile zinakuanga zile investments like farming, like in your case hapo kwenyu kulima ingekuwa shida sana, yeah.
Yes.
Speaking the truth, but the fact that you found something to add value to that, that's quite impressive. Guys, any person with any question? Yeah, before I ask more questions. Any person with a question, I always try to give people the opportunity to ask questions before we continue. So if there is no question, I will just ask. So I see that you are in booking.com, Airbnb, and another site. How do you manage all that? Do you get double bookings ama vitu kama hizo, ama what really happens in such a case? Kama sasa nimeingia Airbnb, I can see that one of your uko na date already booked. So will it reflect to booking.com, or what happens in such cases, and how do you manage all that? Yeah,
all those websites, or rather all those platforms, we call them online travel agents. They give you the option of doing what is it called?
Syncing.
Yes. So you join all your calendars. That one calendar is booked, it closes all the others.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. So at least they work in unison, zote pamoja.
Yes.
Okay. And which is the best platform, Kikazi?
Airbnb.
Airbnb is the best. Okay.
Yes. The reason is why. I understand where people come from. People want to see before they pay, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. But as a host, you can imagine how many people will you open for per day to come and see, and you will miss out the person who really wants to stay.
Okay.
So Airbnb is that platform of people paying on the platform, full payment. That way, when the booking is done on Airbnb, that is a closed deal. Mgeni ashalipa, hataki kuona, ashalipa na nakuja. You start preparing for that guest, which makes it easy. Because again, you may start preparing for that guest, alafu afike hapo, initial yake, or rather the purpose of the visit, ilikuwa tu kuona. Deep in his heart or her heart, anajua halali. You have gone all the way out. You can use, for us, we buy for you breakfast items, unajipikia.
Yeah.
We have incurred the loss. Tumekununulia mikate, fruits, juices, tumekuwekea hapo. Only for you to come and say, let me go and think about it, I'll call you. Mtu akisema hivyo ujue huyo ameenda. Yet wewe umefanya hizo expenses, nani atakulipia hizo expenses?
Yeah, true.
So that's why I prefer Airbnb, because once the person makes everything there, you unajua hiyo ni sure deal. Now you can do way out. You can go all way out for that client.
So in matatu, as a matatu person, the biggest challenge kwa the cash flow. You get that? There are so many challenges in that industry. and each industry is different. So what is your biggest challenge that you face as a, because now you have B&Bs in Nairobi, B&Bs in Geshagi. What's the biggest challenge that you see, especially running all those units?
I think my biggest is those people who want to view fast. That's my biggest challenge. And in my heart, I pose this question. Miano, when you want to go to my Saimara, do you go see first and then you come now you pay?
Okay, no. You go and you go.
You pay, you go and you come back. If the experience is bad, you review them.
Yeah.
And I think the main thing that is happening is most of the clients, they don't take the initiative to do due diligence on where they are going.
Okay.
Unapata mtu ameambiwa niko na space, analipa. Umelipa call, hujapata hiyo place unalipa, umeitafuta kwa internet, umeipata, do you have the contact of that place that you are going? Make a follow up and see whether the information you have is the same information you are getting from whoever is booking you in.
Yeah.
So me, I tell all my clients, nawaambia hivi, mimi ni mtu sure deal. What you get is what you see. What you pay for is what you receive. The value, it doesn't go down. For anything, it goes up. So that's my challenge, because many people want to see fast, and it becomes a challenge. I'll give you an example. Today probably nimepata watu wawili wanasema wacha nikuje nione nitakulipa. Among the two, mmoja ni wa kukaa, mmoja ako sure atachukua hiyo space. So tuseme huyo mwenye wa kukaa amekuja, ameona, ameingia. Huyu mwenye alisema nikuje, atakuja wapi na ishaingiwa? Of course atanikasirikia. Nilikwambia niwekee nikuje nione, mbona umeuza?
Yeah.
You see? But siwezi kuwekea. Kuna mwenye anataka. So mimi nitakuwekea ukuje uone heri kuna mtu mwingine who wants to come and stay.
Yeah.
So I think that's my main challenge to those people who just want to see. The inconvenience, the ones who really want to take the place, the initial need is there, is to stay and enjoy the service.
So what about direct bookings? Because kama kuna watu who create website zao. So how do you have sorry.
Kunywa kamaji.
Yeah, nacho niko nayo hapa. Do you have a nini?
Yeah, I have a website, and my website carries four of my properties. It's called, I think I'll type it for you so that you can share with your...
Yeah, type it for me.
People.
That's nice. You can also book through the website?
Yes, but you can't book and pay. What you can do is you go there and you get my number, and then now you can directly contact me and give you the process of booking.
Okay. That's nice. So another question. Okay, continue.
For me, before you give me the payment, I'll send you the videos. I'll let you ask all the questions you want. Once you are satisfied, and I always say, once you are satisfied with what I've shared, with what I've shown you, now you can proceed and pay.
Okay, yes. That's nice. One thing that nitakupatia ni your units are always clean. I have had the chance to go there twice, and each time they were definitely very clean units. And the maintenance of by the way, guys, what you see here is even the cleanliness is maintained. Hata hii hapa Lodge House, which is it's kind of stop shop, watu wa travelers wenye wanakuja Sagana, sleep and go, they always clean units. So how do you manage and you have so many units, especially juu kuna moja najua very beautiful Airbnbs but uchafu yenye imejaa, sita mention jina. So how do you manage your maintenance and cleanness? Because hiyo ni challenge by the guys, that's the biggest challenge, especially old B&Bs. Na hii yenyu you are in this business for 8 years, 9 years now, and the Kwetu Homes has been in business for more than 5 years. How do you maintain that level of cleanness, and what is your system to go about it?
Like I mentioned, I have a diploma in hotel industry. And in the hotel industry, you train on all the departments. I can cook, Only that the sufurias in the hotel industry are way bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can also do the reception part. I can, like you are trained everything. So what I do with my housekeepers, I train them, I vet them, and I have, where I'm able, I supervise. Before a
Okay.
client comes, I make sure it is what I need it to be.
By the way,
So all my housekeepers are trained.
naiona mpaka kuna venye mna set pillowcase nini mambo mingi. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
there is a consistency that I loved
Yes.
about.
Yes.
So mambo tuingie mambo ya pesa. Do you have seasonal pricing ama ni fixed pricing, or how do you, because BNB unaonanga kuna weekdays na weekends prices, holiday prices inapanda, so or how do you go about it on your end?
For me, the unit in Nairobi, I don't put any seasonal rates.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like Nairobi is not like Mombasa. Mombasa is where you have really different rates. Kuna off na kuna, unajua, kuna good seasons and kuna zile seasons zimetulia. But for Mombasa, I feel like ziko tu. I mean, Nairobi, ziko tu. Because most people during those good seasons, they move to Mombasa. Sisi tunaachwa tu ni zile tu watu wa restaurants ndio wana benefit because people now come to the restaurants during those moments. So for my Nairobi units, I don't put seasonal rates. But for the Sagana, especially Kwetu home, December utapata rate yake ni tofauti na August a little bit. But the other days, the only difference is Friday, Saturday and Sunday, the rates are slightly higher because those are like our peak days, the weekends, because people want to get away during either Friday, Saturday, they go back on Sunday.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. That's
Yeah.
nice. I always like now on that, because hapa majority of people who watch me ni watu wako diaspora and people who also want to invest in this and also experience. And some of them, especially the diaspora people, may want to experience this. And I can see there is a guy called CS Adventures who does this adventure stuff. So can you try to tell us, because nasikianga kama May, June is the worst month, December is one of the best months. How is it, and what's the difference between units in Nairobi peak months and units in Sagana, especially occupation rates, vitu kama hizo?
For Sagana, most of the people who travel, like I said, it's either they have come for a conference during the week, or they have come as a getaway for a short period, which is Saturday, Friday, or Sunday, or there's a holiday, a long holiday within the week. So those are advantageous days, and with the pricing, we take advantage of that, but we don't put such an exaggerated price. Probably like a difference of $3, $4, or $5 at most, depending on the occasion and depending on what holiday is that. But December, from the 12th all the way to the 3rd of January, that's when for the Sagana units, and when I mean Sagana unit, I only mean Kwetu Home Sagana.
Okay.
The ranch house stays standard the entire year. The rates would not probably change. Sometimes it goes down, but not high.
Okay.
Then for the Nairobi season, I'm talking with my units. Also, I think there's some point that people need to know. When you're starting an Airbnb, you have first to consider who do you want to be your clients. For me, due to the location of the SGR and JKIA, so most of my clients are either 2 nights, 3 nights, or even short stays on their way on the transit moment. Either they are going to SGR, either they are going to the Jomo Kenyatta Airport, they're on transit. So you'll find my rates will not really be that, ati kuna off peak, kuna season low, kwangu hakuna. Just because of the position I am, the location I am. But watu wa Kilimani, when you wanaenda Kilimani, most of them are holiday. We'd call them Mombasa Ndogo, the Kilimani, the Westlands, the Muthii, the Karen. That's where the holiday for Nairobi is. So you get them, they have the low season and they have the high season.
No, that's nice. That's nice.
And those people who are
Yeah,
near,
continue.
like the UN, those are the people, expatriates who come to work for a longer time.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, so I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, because nilifanya video nikasema the units the Nairobi units are very different. Nao nimejua hata za Nairobi pia kuna zenye zimekaribia airport na za Kilimani, which is very different. So at the end of the day, before you start doing this, you have to identify your target market. Yeah? Because yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And then at least na pricing Nairobi, how is it compared to Sagana?
The Nairobi is more higher, but I also say the Sagana is more higher because we say where there's a demand, the supply is.
Yeah.
There's that business word, the supply and the demand. The supply in Sagana is very kidogo, like we are not many.
Yeah.
But the demand is many. There's a lot of demand. So we have to take advantage of that, and we can't just have a normal rate.
Yeah.
But in Mombasa, the supply is a lot and the demand is a lot. So the prices would be at par.
Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, sawa. Wow. So hii ni biashara mnasikia ni vizuri. Would you recommend for people to do it, and would you take consultations, because there are people who want to start this business Na mimi naambia mimi biashara ya BNB, it's hearsay, but this is someone who has done it, who is doing it, who is successful. They know how. Guys, I wish they know how to create the best outcome. And 9 years of experience is not a short time. Yeah, 9 years of experience is not a short time. So would you mind giving people some consultation ama vitu kama hizo?
I actually train people. So like I said, my profession is whole related to Airbnb. So I train people on how to start Airbnb, how to list it, how to market it, and how to, to carry it on. I also do some small tours. I don't have a tour company, so that one I do on commission. So I give people who are doing that, then they give me commission. I also act as a plug. What do I mean by a plug? If someone wants a bigger house, let's say a 4-bedroom in Nairobi, I don't have a 4-bedroom, I have a 3-bedroom. So I will connect you to someone who has a 4-bedroom. So I also act as a plug, as a consultant, and also as a tour plug as well.
And if mtu ako na shamba peke yake, can you help them come up with a good idea? Because as I said, your units are quite unique. Hiyo ni kitu moja, guys. You can tell this hii nyumba, by the way, when I put it on X, the time I put it on X, it went viral because they are quite unique units, and it's something like mtu anashindo, are they nini, are they doing, are they containers, zimejengwa aje, the color scheme is nice, ukiangalia the interior looks awesome, especially the colors. So would you help someone from start ama to enable them see their vision, do a market research of the area, things like that? Can you help people with that?
No. So where I come in is when you already have the property set. That's where I come in. But my sister comes in, like I said, that's her profession.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her profession.
Mnafaa kuungana sasa, ifanye sasa as one unit, ili unasema yes I can come in, unatupa mtu kwa sister yako.
So me, I come in when you're already set, and then now we start the journey. But from the ground, that I may not be able to help you because that's not my profession.
Before you continue next, I always like answering people's questions. Hapa kuna Alex amesema, perhaps a stupid question, how are land prices in Sagana? Huku juu ya highway kushamba imekuwa hot cake. Okay, the cheapest acre I've seen this year, is 2.2 na ikuwa prime. So in good location, you are talking from 2.5 to 3.5. Farming rads are about 3.5 to 4.5 m. Shamba za kulima, kahawa, majani, those funny. But now they also depend with the location because we have a very nice road network. So zenye Kirinyaga kaa kila mahali kuna rami. So zenye zimeuza rami ndo zinafika almost 4.5. Zenye ziko ndani kidogo unasikia zinafika about 3.5. That's the pricing of rad so far. But now there is another section of Kirinyaga na huko Mwea, which is very different. Na hiyo ni na huko South Gariama. They also have a good road network, but now rad there is a bit affordable because of the weather. Huko ni dry rad ya Kirinyaga, but sasa hii side ya wet rad, rad is very expensive, and considering imekaribia highway na the road network. So could you manage, Alex also ameuliza, do you manage Airbnbs on behalf of people?
Yes and no. The no part is I don't manage someone who has the same 3-bedroom as mine, because I don't know how to put it, because sometimes you will feel like someone feels like I'm selling mine and ignoring the other person's units because they are similar. But if you have a 2-bedroom, you have something that I don't have, that one I can manage for you.
In the same locality that you are. What if akona nyumba Kilimani na ni 3-bedroom kama yako, but they are in different locality? Can you help manage? That's the question.
Yes, that I can. But the same location, no.
Okay. It has to be different with what you have, yeah?
Yes.
And that's very ethical, because hata ukichukua hiyo 2-bedroom, that means you will only maintain that 2-bedroom in that location. Ukichukua 1-bedroom na units, yeah? Yeah. So this Alex is saying, I'm asking because he's into diaspora. And it's true, most people want to invest, but they lack for good managers. And someone like you, by the way, if you consider this, you can manage for people. And those who are managing and doing good works, there is also income for them. Unasaidia mwenye akona unit na mwenye ana unit. Yeah. You can consider that one day, Winnie.
Yeah. That's a very that's a good idea. But yeah, thanks for asking, Alex. Thanks for asking, Alex. We feel you. Unaachia family alafu unapata Airbnb inasonga lakini hauoni income.
Yeah, it happens. Structures and nini. So what is your structure like? Umetuambia venye you know your structure because you are a professional in the hospitality industry. Any other thing ya hii biashara unafaa pengine nimesahau kuuliza, unaweza share, and then now we go to other things now in another part.
Basically, I think what I said is when you're starting your Airbnb, you have to consider what is your clientele. Who do you want to be your clientele? There are those people who want family oriented. So if you want family oriented, you have to have like a 2-bedroom going up. If you want now those people who are working, you have to be near, institutes that are for such people, like the NGOs, the UN, all that. So you have to karibia kina Westlands, Gigiri, those parts. So you have first to consider what's your client like. Who do you want to be your client? Is it the long stays or is it the short stays? And every type of clientele has their own disadvantage and advantage. So I think that is one point. So once you do that, now set up your Airbnb, and like Miano said, you have to put the wow factor. Miano, I don't know whether you've shown them my cozy one, the one at the airport.
Hata ndo nimeona umetuma saa hii, sikuwa nimeangalia WhatsApp. Yeah, let me put them nini. Let me put them
near the airport. I have 2 units, and one of the units, I feel like they both stand out because they have a different theme. One is on the 5th floor, and for sure before one goes to the 5th floor, amejiuliza maswali kama 100, nani anapanda hizo stairs? Nani anapanda hizo stairs? But what awaits you is good. It has a pool table, it has some games. It's a cozy place, just like the name says. So I've put that wow factor, at least ndio balance hiyo kuchoka kwa stairs and what you get on the ground. And I feel like that's one of my selling for that unit.
I'm looking, and guys, you can also ask questions because mi ni kama nimebakisha swali moja. As you continue, let me ask a question, wewe unajibu kama nawaonyesha hizo picha. As a one man show hapa, mambo ni nini? Hiyo place yako Kwetu, you have solar, and I saw that the solar system, how has imekupatia aje? Because there are people who are interested in solar, including myself. And how has solar been? And I know that you can share the costs. You unaweza to share.
I think it was about 250.
Okay.
250 all inclusive, the installation, the purchase, and everything. Because one thing it doesn't do the water heating.
Okay.
But everything else it does. It does the fridge, it does the TVs, it does the
washing machine.
The sockets. It doesn't do the washing machine, but what else does it do? It doesn't do the microwaves, the cooker.
Okay.
Yeah, but it has really helped us a lot. I remember the reason why we had to do it is because our last before solar, the last client really suffered when Kenya Power decided to kucheza kama wao. We didn't have power for 1 week. You can imagine as a client, hauna power for 1 week. Now unalipia. It doesn't go well, my friend. So we had to do that. And it has saved us a lot. Kenya Power decide to pay stima for 1 week, as we are good. The clients, they have internet, they can watch TV, they can still do Netflix. They can also, charge their phones. They don't feel that on. The only difference that gives is, the only thing that they lack is they have to shower with cold water until Kenya Power comes back. But everything else it takes. And I feel for every Airbnb in the village, farmstead, they need to have that.
Okay. I'm trying to see these photos zenye umenitumia na ndo hazifiki. Okay, no problem. Naziona. I can see those units are nice. The cozy ones umeziita cozy ones, cozy. Yeah, like this one is hii ni yenyewe. These are nice.
This is Hirwado. That's Hirwado Homes. It's also near the airport. And this is the work of my sister. She does interior.
Wow. Yeah. Oh.
So if you are building a house, you're in the diaspora, you're building a house, you want something poshy, you want something looking elegant, talk to my sister. I think I had given Miano the contacts.
Nilijaribu kumwambia ni kama hatukuelewana. Nimeona I tried to invite her to this live. I guess she saw the message read. She replied read, so
she's not available today.
Yeah,
this is the one on the 5th floor, but the interior is mine. An upcoming interior designer, that's me.
Oh, he.
Yeah, hii ni mimi nimejifanyia interior.
Okay, that looks nice. At least unapatiana board game. So activities. So Njaro ni wow factor, activities, convenience, location.
Yes, and pricing.
And pricing now. And now ujue kucheza kama wewe. Wow, this I guess we can say that you are doing a good job. It's nice at least kuona something different and running. So Cozy Homes website yako huko nitumia tuiweke hapa.
I sent it to you. Let me resend it again.
On message ama WhatsApp?
On WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp. Let me see Cozy Room. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think one thing I also want to highlight, Miano,
when
you're starting an Airbnb, choose a very unique name. I'm having a very big challenge with the word cozy rooms. Kila mtu sasa anajiita cozy homes, cozy island, still cozy. So since I have a website and most people don't, unapata when they book on Airbnb, there's a way Airbnb syncs with Google.
Okay.
So unapata ni contact zangu wanapata. Cozy zangu iko na jina cozy. Na cozy yangu iko na website, iko kwa Google. So mtu ananipigia ati nimebook, I've booked something Kayole, I've booked something in Kilimani, give me the directions. Then just because of the word cozy. So try and see something unique when you're coming up with an Airbnb. Because now I'm having that big trouble and I can't change it because I've already grown it as a brand.
Yes, cozy, yes, cozy. Yeah. Yeah, makes
so that's
sense.
why
Makes
I
sense.
came up with Hirwado. Hirwado is quite unique. Hautapata mtu anajiita Hirwado. Yeah, so I think that is one of the things to consider when you're coming up with an Airbnb. Choose a unique name that you can grow and see its future. Because again, you don't want to come up with a name that is restricting you to the location that your current number one is. Because you never know, you can have an Airbnb number 2, number 3, number 4. So give a name that can merge them all together when you grow.
Okay, guys, any more questions for Winnie? Because nataka kumwachilia. And that's our website, www.cozyroom.jki.com. You can find all the information there, or you can go search for Cozy Hirwada, if it's JKIA, ama kama unataka vacation home, come to Kwetu Sagana. Very kuna, by the way, there is river activities, there is hizo actually nimefanya ka research kidogo, kuna hizo bonfire, very nice environment. Hey, you're all welcome bana. So any question for Winnie before she leaves? Any question for Winnie? Guys.
I see people are joining. Thank you for coming, guys.
Yeah. On all platforms, we are 101.
Maybe Miano, you can also highlight my sister's website. So let me share.
Okay. No, for the design. She's especially for hapo Kwetu Sagana. And guys who are joining, this is the host of Kwetu Sagana.
Yeah, my name is Winnie.
Yeah, share the website and then yeah. Hakuna maswali leo. No one with any question to Winnie. Kuna kitu nimesahau. So only Sinra asked a question, hiyo nilijibu. Picha za interior tumeshare, Benjamin. The location tumeelezea. Okay. We good.
We are also on most of the social media pages. You'll find us on Facebook, on YouTube. I also have a YouTube channel called Hapa Hari Everywhere.
Yeah.
We are also on TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah.
And of course now the online travel agents like Airbnb, Booking.com, VRBO, TripAdvisor.
Hata Vabo iko Kenya?
Yes, it
Imefika
is.
Kenya?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. Guys, no question for Winnie. Okay, I guess watu wenye wameona wametosheka. Thank you Winnie. And thank you for
taking the website for my sister.
Umetuma ya sister yako?
Yes.
Furniture.co.ke. Okay.
Yeah, for all those who have questions about the interior and all that, should be the best person to talk to.
So this is the website for the sister who has done all the interiors. Yeah, you can also check them there. Thank you, Winnie. Much appreciated. I feel
thank you so much.
And even for taking your time. Sitaki kuchukua time mingi. Nataka kuanza kuongea mambo ya Sabasaba pia na mambo zingine.
Yeah, what I also, from the media, I saw something happening in Sagana, kwa board. I don't know kama unajua hapo kwa board. They did what they did.
So this what has happened. In the morning, walianza Kagio, and then they went to Mwea, and then they went to Kutus, and then wakakuja Sagana. Yeah. So I guess it's a group of many people who are doing that, and they are starting in small shops and then going to the bigger thing. Hiyo ndo shida. Naona Sagana sijui kama kuna shop ndogo imeguzwa, but what they did pale highway, ukipita kama you have a vehicle or a motorbike na wakujui 200 bob each. And then they wakaenda sasa kwa cereal board. They took bags and bags of fertilizer, rice and maize. Zilikuwa zinapitwa na boda. So where I am nilikuwa tu nasikia maboda zikipita, but siwezi angalia, siwezi eza nini. And then sasa kupatia story nikajua that nikaona sasa fununu watu wakisema what has happened. The worst was in Kagio. They went to the supermarket, wakaingia a shop hiyo protein ya guka yangu by the way amekodisha kijana, a very young person, imagine amepoteza a whole investment. We are talking about club ya almost ameinvest almost 2M, na kijana mdogo. Imeenda hivyo stock, viti, meza, kitchen alikuwa amejenga juzi 15 TV units hizi za 75 inches stock. It's a big unaona. So it's so sad what has happened. And I was okay. Alex amesema thanks for showing up, by the way. Very few Kenyans are open about sharing what a certain industry looks like on ground. Thank you. Yeah, she is experienced. If you want to consult her, hata acha niandike namba yako hapa for people, you know, there are people who kabla ende kwa website angalie anaboeka. It's 0725
0720
okay
832 201.
That's her number. She is Winnie. I'm Willy, she is Winnie. So and she is my neighbor. Huyu ni neighbor yangu huko tu Sagana, and she has very nice units and she's a lady with good heart. So enda mwongee, you can talk to her, ask any question about Airbnb. That's not my field. Ni venye by the way nilikuwa nafanya research because I had told you I want to build one.
Yes.
Pia ile plot iko opposite hiyo lech house nilikuwa nataka kuibadilisha ikuwe Airbnb. Hiyo nitabadilisha, ni pesa inaleta shida. So my income nataka kupeleka pale Ocha 400,000. Nikarealize hiyo pesa haiwezi tosha to create a wow factor. I just kaachana nayo. And then
but you can start small, Miano. You don't have to have like many of that. You can start with the A-frame, just one.
Shida ni kujenga, kuweka choo, hizo amenities. I needed 1M for one. 1M lazima ingeisha for one. 400K was too little. 1M, what I wanted, 1M had to go, and my budget was 400. It's not. See, I don't buy it where I can't chew. So that's one. So kuna thanks for the information on Airbnbs. That's Joyce, and then yourself umesema thank you so much all for giving me the opportunity. Thank you. Tumehit 110 viewers on all platforms. We are in 4 platforms. Tuko YouTube, X live, tuko Twitch na Kick. Kwote tuko sahi tuko 105. Thank you for everyone who has taken time, but YouTube ndo tunapatanga interactions sana. Thank you for that, and we really appreciate Winnie. So kama hakuna swali ingine, yeah, we can call that a day. We can say that's a day. So for those who are here right now, that's our website, cozyroomjkia.com. For the sisters website ya kufanya hizo interior design, furniturezood.co.ke, and her number is 0720832201.
Yes.
Thank you. Mimi wacha niendelee na history nyingine.
Thank you so much, Miano, for having me, and thank you.
Okay. Guys, mesikia? Wow. So huku kwetu leo, as I was saying before we started the interview, I'm quite naika. I hope it won't fall again. I don't know what has happened with the tripod. Inaanguka tu leo. Let me try something here. Okay. The weight displacement. Thank you. Hope itaanguka. So as I was saying, we have had a very bad day in Kirinyaga. and so many people wamekapitia. Even what is your thought about hii Sabasaba? Because I'm at a point where I don't think what people are doing. Pole, nimetoka Airbnb to something else. Yeah, when you get an opportunity with the guests, always assume. And now, history ya Sabasaba, as I was saying, is it's high time before hata tutoe the people in power, we work on ourselves first, because our leaders are our own reflection. Na kama tunasema Ruto ni mwizi, basically hata sisi inamaanisha majority of us are this. If tuna nasitetei mtu baadhi ya manti Ruto, hata 2022 nilikuwa naambia my mom Ruto simuoni, sasa hiyo ungewasikiza mtu wa kanisa, huyu mtu wa kanisa Ruto, they know hii huku tunazitanga kengauro, ni zile vitu za kukuja kuchota kwenda but at that particular time, huyu mtu, they know he's a thief. They knew what he has done in the past. If you know things like Kiamba Church, but because he has come in the name of the Lord now, tuonyesha sasa watu basically tunafurahishwa, because he is basically a reflection of who majority of us are. And the option was not even better. The other 4 options, moja ni Raila, because the ballot, tunasemanga there are 2 horses, you see, we can hata hapa kuna watu wamechangia, our leaders are the cause of failure. No, it's not our leaders, it's us. We are it's us tujiunde kabla hata tuwafikie, wacha tujiunde. That I can't agree. It's us, lazima ujiangalie, because in that ballot we had 4 people, but 2 people were never even considered. 2 people ndo they were considered. Those 2 people are right now, they are the ones in power. Basically, walienda wakaingiana. So basically, ama mnaona aje? See and S adventures. This is childishness. How do we expect better when you are worse? Thank you. Stealing other people's property surely nasaidia aje kubadilisha leadership? Like, mi sijaelewa hiyo kitu. And unaona mtu, I think hiyo nini ya Kagio, kwanza Kagio wameniuma. You can go to shops za watu, you never know huyu mtu hiyo pesa amepata aje. Ni loans watu wanalipa, ni nini, all because akona gari mzuri ama anajaribu, you know most businesses ni mtu anakuanga amewekelea pesa loan, unawekelea loan interest nini, it's rarely find a business that is, especially a high cash flow business that has no credit facility. It's rare, it's very rare to see that. Ziko, but there it's very rare. And then you find these people, mtu anaenda hapo anachukua supermarket, anaanza kuchukua people who saw that clip, unaona I can even show you guys that clip again. Mtu sometimes guys, what do you think about this? Because I think and then another thing, the kind of person we are dealing with drives okay, hapa ni Joyce Muthombe. Plus, poverty is not a reason to destroy people's businesses. We should do better as a society. Thank you. Yeah, poverty is not a reason. I think this routine is planned to create conflict within the people and divert the focus from issues. Very true. And that's where I was going. The kind of person we are dealing with. Huyu mtu, of all the other 3 presidents, this person na Kenyatta wana tofauti. Moi na Uhuru, those we can say they are almost similar, but Kenyatta na Ruto ni kitu moja. watu wana tamaa kubwa, ruthless, and they don't care. And people from nothing. Najua at least Moi alikuwa amejengwa na Kenya na Uhuru amejengwa. These are people from literally nothing. So if you want to beat this person, you should know this guy thrives in chaos. He thrives in chaos. And he knows how to position himself in the right place. Obviously, atachoka na atashindwa na atazeeka. But before then, the way we act, ama the way we approach him should be very careful. Huyu si mtu unamuapproach na kifua umshinde. You can check it out. Check from 92 venye aliingia. You go check. You go check what he never loses in chaos. Check 207. Watu wanasema ni Rao. But nani alipelekwa The Hague? Tuongee ukweli. Who was the culprit? Wazinikujie ama waziniletee maneno. He was the person driving then. So, and it's time at Gen Z and with millennials and the rest realize that demonstrations, the only demonstration I think that was real and honest ni ya 25th last year. Na hiyo ndio ilimshtua. From then, anakuanga amewapanga kama karata. Mnasema mtaprotest. Wacha niwaonyeshe protest inakuwa nini. I tell you that. Me things I've seen, even 207, even 1, vitu nimeona leo sijaiziona ili ya Kirinyaga. And then they have happened simultaneously. Mnafikiri nyinyi mnajua kupanga, naweza wapanga. And you know how he talks. Thank you. So guys, don't show him that you can create chaos. Even don't. Sidhani huyu atatoka hivyo. Itakuwa ngumu, but and he is very, leo tu nilikuwa nakumbuka in 2013 ama ilikuwa 2012 wakifanya campaign. He had position, he knows how to position himself. Ile wakati Uhuru alikuwa amesema atatoka politics, hataki mambo ya kuwa president. Do you know the moment Uhuru, who was now said to be the president, Ruto had positioned himself that if mwenye atakuwa president, whoever will be, he has to be the vice president. He had already positioned himself to be the vice president and nothing could have come between that. So, wakasema Mudavadi akaruka. You remember Uhuru alipelekwa kiti ya chini. The moment Uhuru decided to come back, Mudavadi hakurudi kwa vice, akarudishwa chini, akahepa, akaenda kwa Rao. You see, so we should have someone know that this guy knows how to position himself. Look at the guys venye ameposition the MPs. Why do you think we have MPs who are very loyal to him? Ebu angalia. Like those chaos, it's rumored. I don't know. Rumored, according to what Gachagua was saying. Those chaos, they are rumored that the person behind them ni an MP from Nyeri. Sitashinda nikisema majina. Why is that MP from Nyeri so attached to Ruto? Hata kama ni mambo ya politics, or people like this guy, these other MPs, why else they attached to him to a point where they don't care about the mwananchi? Because you remember kuna mtime Matiang'i alisema, sisemi Matiang'i ni mzuri, was same WhatsApp group, but there is something Matiang'i said, na ni vizuri tuwe tunasikiza watu. We shall be ruled by that. These guys, Ruto has their number. Kila mtu hapa, either uko na kesi ama wewe ni nini? There is no way unaweza jitoa kwa mtego yake eh? There is no way unaweza jitoa kwa mtego yake. So because he has their number, so ameshika the parliament with all he can, and there is no way tunamshinda na demonstration, because he will thrive. It's him who win. If people think that demonstrating is what will defeat Ruto, they are in wako pahali, they are in denial. I can tell you that they are in denial. So my guy here CS amesema, my thoughts is people focus on civic education, each to know what leadership is and what to check when electing. And otherwise, this maandamano is achieving nothing. And now it's not even maandamano ya Gen Z. Hii ni maandamano yao. Let's talk facts. Hii si maandamano ya Gen Z. Hii ni maandamano yao. Because even the people who are demonstrating according, especially in Kagio kwenye saa kulikuwa na hizo vitu, everyone I called or everyone who was there said majority, especially wenye walikuwa on the front, they were new faces in that area. That's we should model what Singaporean leader did to Singapore. Likuwa new principles led to Singapore's next 40 years plus of success. Shida ni gluttony. We have had two gluttonous leaders called Kenyatta and Ruto. Not Uhuru, the father. Huyo ndo walikuwa hata Ruto. Huyo hata ndo walikuwa shetani ukweli. Can you imagine one family owning more than Nyanza? Gluttonous people. Na tuko hapa and we never listen. Tukarudisha tu mtoto wake. Tunahitaji maombi. Tunahitaji maombi. Si wote tunahitaji maombi. Yeah, Wakeji Kamwado, the comments are, I guess this uko mbele, uko nyuma. I guess she is watching right now. Uko kwenye nilikuwa nimemficha. Yeah, something like that had happened. Benjamin had commented something on the on the demonstration. These people think the owner of that supermarket is rich and I can afford to lose his stock. Kama wako na courage ya kuretrieve, watumie hiyo courage ku occupy State House. There is nothing you can achieve by occupying the state, unless sasa, because ni atakuwa ameweka guns wake hapo mbele forefront. He has the money, the power, everything. So unless mjipumuka mapu na another strategy, alishtuka ya kutosha the last time, so he can't wait. That's why he is creating chaos everywhere. He can't wait. Nisikujiwe juu ya hiyo story. Wacha nitoke story ya politics. Wacha nitoke story ya politics. Thank you guys. Thank you guys who are watching. We are many today, especially our next. Wow, this is awesome. As you can see hapa juu, both sides, both corners, unaona there is this side, unaona there is a logo there, and on the other side it said powered by Mjengo Tracker, approach construction with confidence. So for those who don't know, I'm part of a company called Mjengo Tracker. And Mjengo Tracker is basically an online platform that was created to help people approach construction, especially to track your cost. It's a budget tracker, but on steroids. I should tell you why it's on steroids. I show you why. It's a budget tracker on steroids for construction. And if you're building, be it ni choo, be it ni fencing, be it whatever you're building, Mjengo Tracker is the tool for you. So I want to show you Mjengo Tracker, because now I think you shall be seeing it more than often for now, because I think we have standardized it to a point where we are very confident about it. And you guys, it's if you love what I'm doing here, there are a few ways you can support me, either by subscribing to the channel, watching the videos, interacting, and also using some of my tools like Mjengo Tracker. And yeah, so that's why tunafanya hii na at least if you nikiona watu wameanza kutumia some of my tools I will be very happy with that so yeah, acha niwaonyeshe what I mean by Mjengo Tracker. It's a construction tool. I'm a budget tracker on steroids, literally. And I call upon you go visit. We visit on Google Chrome or Safari, and yeah, and try it there. You tell me what you think about it, and then we shall continue that. You tell me. In case of questions, you can ask. Yeah, anyone with any question? Anyone with any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? So I know some people don't know. I've never seen Mjengo Tracker. That's Mjengo Tracker. That's our homepage. So if you go to our homepage, you shall realize that we have 3 places: home, marketplace, and dashboard. And then there is the pricing. Yeah, we have 3 stages of pricing. There is the 0 bob, 0 shillings. There is $9, and then ingine inakuanga $49. And mine usijali inaonyesha in euros mine there is already, yeah, I'm using a VPN, maybe that's why inaonyesha euros. So this is $9, not 7. These are euros, and then these are $49 in euros. You can use that, and also you can pay yearly. Yeah, you can also pay yearly. So in this, you can see for the free, you can create 1 project and use it to its full capacity. But with the standard, you can have up to 5 projects where unajenga bungalow, unajenga kaproti mahali, up to 5 team members, where now if perhaps your spouse, your contractor, and every other person, you have a place where you can interact with. You can also upload projects, projects of the photos of the project. And then this upload expense receipt. This is something that we created that I'm very proud of. And then you can also view published expenses. Yeah, it has more than the free, and the professional has even more. You can create as many projects as you want if you are a contractor or something. Yeah, and it has no limitations. Here ingine. So now I want to go to, and then other than that, creating the projects, we also have, let me show you. We also have this place called the marketplace, where nimemaliza project, I'm done with my project, and that data imenisaidia to keep track and to plan myself. But maybe I'm generous, or maybe I want to share my project with other people on how I did it. So I can sell it. I can sell it for a small fee. When I sell it for a small fee, naona kama hii nimepatiana bure. Hii ni yangu. It's part of, it's 0 shillings. But the others, kama hii 4-bedroom bungalow, you can see it's 9 pounds. We can change, and then now this is another thing we have. You you can have it in any currency you want. Yeah, you can have it in any currency. Let's sign up. Let's sign in and then what I mean. You can have it in any currency that you want. Then sign in. We should lower our GK offices by trimming and lower taxes. Yeah, all that true. But the first thing is by having the right readers. Hata tufanye hizi mambo zote na our readers ni hawa vitendawili na hawa watu wengine, it's all in vain. It's all in vain. But what you have said, it's very accurate. It's very accurate. So I want to show you. You can have any. You can put it in any currency. The reason why yangu inakuja euro, it's because it's the, in a sense, my location, because I have a VPN. But now let's put it to Kenya shillings. Kila kitu itajieka to Kenya shillings. You can see automatic, and it's real time data. It's real time data. Let's say refresh. Refresh. When it refreshes, you see. So inakwambia this tracker. So when you're buying these trackers, so the Mjengo Tracker has 3 features, basically. So let me show you guys. So Mjengo Tracker has 3 features, and the 3 features that we have that are awesome is you can track your expenses. You can also do research with other people's projects. You can see such a project, if you're building an apartment building and you want to know your average cost, depending on your size, depending on the nini, you can come to such a unit, and also you can make some income through this. When people purchase your projects, they unaweza come in case you share when you're done. This depends on whether you share. Now look at this 3-story apartment building. Unataka kujua is 3-story, how many units does it has? Unakuja unaona the first block is a small residential community. The building features 7 apartments, 6 3-bedroom apartments with DSQ, and 1 5-bedroom duplex apartments with DSQ. Naona nimekuambia mpaka meter square. The community is a unique blend of farm life and modern comforts. It's designed to encourage healthy living with strong emphasis on large natural spaces, walkability, whatever. No, unakuja unaona iko na 23 bedrooms, 23 bathrooms, 1750 square meters so far. And this unit is done by the guys who want to go and purchase it. Can go and purchase. You can go and live there. It's hapo tu, iko hapo tu 87, if you know 87. Yeah. Now hii imemkura 56M for 1750 square meter. Yeah, so build per square meter ni 32,000. So if you want to know how he has done it, you can come and purchase. And when you purchase, you shall get all his expenses. Utapata all the analytics, where money, pesa ilienda wapi, where money went. And also you shall come to see the budget, lenye pesa yenye alikuwa kama ni foundation alikuwa ameestimate pesa, ikaenda hii pesa. So you shall see all that data. And if you have any comment, you can comment. And now, if you are on the paid subscriptions, you can upload photos, where you see the whole complex. You can see that's the unit. And you can upload. You can either sell it in future after you're done, or just own it niyako if you're private, if you're a private person. See, hiyo ni option. And when you sell, you can be rich like me. You can see, like me, I have some projects that have been sold, and I've managed to earn 1,300, and that's how we make money, either through subscription and by you people selling when you're done these projects. No. If you, and then the moment you someone buys those projects, we share the revenue, wewe na mimi, unaona. So you can see all the transactions. Mimi nimevokuma tu pesa. You can see people have bought, people have been buying some of my projects. Ukinunua project ya 100 I get 50 shillings. Ukitaka kama sasa hapa nimepata 100 ni someone bought a project, yeah, 200 Kenya shillings. Basically that's it, yeah. Yeah, so guys, go try Mjengo Tracker. I will explain it more to you. And if you have questions about it, ask me. How do I use it? You can create a project. Just creating a project is as simple as this. You can name it. Let's say I'm building a mansionette, a 5-bed. It's as easy as a 5-bedroom mansionette. You can see estimated budget, let's say 15 million. What is opening? Like a 0. 1, 2, 3. 15 million. Address. Tuiweke wapi? Joska. Yeah. How many bedrooms? Project name tutaita The Views. Sijali na wata na views. Namuona videos bana. Mansionette. The views, and then how many bedrooms? Let's say 5. When are we starting? Let's say my intention is to start on 20th July. Edit date here tutaweka project description, and then I can come here, put some project description. If I have a YouTube video there. So this is my dream home in Koma Hills, facing Joska, hence the name review. Okay, and then you can put all that. You can the unit will be the unit will be about how many square meters can we give it for 15 million to make sense? About 300 square meters. Will be autocorrect. Let's autocorrect it. The unit will be about 300 meters square. 1 master bedroom in the ground floor. And always, if you're building a mansionette, please, kama hauna budget ya kuweka, this is a secret I'm giving you. If you're intending to build a mansionette in the future, that's equally Convency and Desk Adventures. Talking about construction, can you have Kaongo use Mjengo Tracker to on how the 1.2 billion will be done? Can you say be done? That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. So guys, you go try Mjengo Tracker. There is so many things out there, and I believe that it and then you can upload the plan if you have a plan, and you can save it. Yeah. So as I was saying, if you're building a mansionette by the make sure that unajenga field residential status, it's spending square meters, it's 300. Bathrooms tuseme master and suite kama 2, hii ingine ishie 2, SQ kukwera 1 na powder room. So 4.5. So edit Mjengo Tracker. Then you can save the project, you can upload, and you can sell. So as I was saying, is go try Mjengo Tracker. Yeah, you try it, and then you come with questions. Ask me this. I will be your number one customer care. Yeah, when I'm here, I have the time for that. So thank you for everyone who was watching, and everyone who has watched this live. And let's think about what we should do about our country, because we are at a point where we have to lazima tufanye mambo in a different way, because if we think we shall defeat Kaongo with the tactics za maandamano, he is the master of maandamano, so, and he is in power. You can imagine. We may win, but at what cost? That's the question we should be asking ourselves. Huh? Yeah. Anyway, next time. Tuonaneni bana. Thank you. See you next time.